Good day, my people. I greet you and I welcome you on today's episode. And today, I remain your humble host, Bruno. And this is Bruno Studios. Remember, we used to go by the name Bruno Entertainment TV, but now we did a change of name. We are now best referred as Bruno Studios from now onwards. So, our topic today is early marriage, fatherhood, and motherhood role. Yesterday, I was thinking and discussing with my friend, and I felt like if you have watched my video before, you will know that I'm an advocate of early marriage. I've even done a video concerning marriage and why I feel that young people should get married early. I've done a video concerning that. If you go to my channel, Bruno Studios, you will see the videos. But I started seeing some things, and I feel that I'm happy that early marriage have come back and a lot of youth are now getting involved in early marriage. But I feel that they don't really know what they are going into. I was telling my friend that we are seeing a lot of people divorce this period, but the one we are going to see in years to come is going to be much. Because people are not aware of what they are going into. They feel that because they have money to take care of family responsibilities, they can take up a family. That is not all it takes to involve yourself or to get into an early marriage. You have to know what you are getting yourself into. There is a lot involved in marriage than money. There is a lot apart from the money. There is a lot involved. And I feel that the basis at which the people that are getting married now is using is money. One will just pick few millions. Next thing, you don't go in pregnant girl. And that is the worst part of it. I don't know who started this trend of getting a girl pregnant before you marry the girl. I don't know who. But that is the trend. Next thing, you don't rush in pregnant girl. Go pay for the bride price. Marry. And tomorrow, most of these people, because of the orientation they have. See a young boy, no work. He's into streets and picked millions. Next thing, don't manage, build house. He did not invest in any business that will yield him income. He rushed and built his personal house. And next thing is to pick up a wife. And keep hoping on these streets you are in to be paying you always. And when you now marry this wife and streets stop paying, you start saying, ever since I married this woman is bad luck. You start maltreating this particular girl. And because this girl is young, he would think that is what is into marriage. There is a lot, I feel that a lot of young people, before someone gets into marriage, I feel that they should have an intense conversation with their parents. The conversation should start with this. Okay, you want to get married? Okay, why do you think you are ready now for settlement? Hear what that person has to say, because that is the mentality he's entering into marriage for. Also, I have all the money. You advise him. Yeah, what all about the money? Also, because I love this guy, I don't want to lose him to another person. You advise him. There must be reason. Also, because of age. A lot of my age mates have gotten married and have children. You advise him. Why I'm saying this is this. A boy that has no moral giving birth to children, what type of values is he going to transfer to these children? Ndị Igbo na-atụrụ asị nwata nna ya dịrị oshi na-eji ụkwụ agbakado. If this father or this lady with no moral gives birth, what type of moral are they going to pass down to their offsprings? Let them not come and give disaster to the society. That is what I'm saying. If a value of stealing passes from this particular generation that are getting married very young and taking streets as an occupation. And they pass this type of mentality that no one can make a legit money to their offspring. What becomes of our society? That is where I'm going. So I feel that before you enter into marriage, you know what you are going into. Once you become a father, you are no longer living your life. You are living two persons' life. Because that your children are looking at you. Children learn more by what they see than what you tell them. You are telling your child smoking is bad, but you are always smoking in front of this child. If it's bad, daddy, why are you smoking it? One day this child will go and try smoking. After all, my dad is smoking. I'm trying to let you know something. I'm saying this off by heart, but let's make use of the internet and see what, so you will understand more about what I'm saying. So I'm going to start by defining what early marriage is. Number one, definition. What is early marriage? Early marriage can be defined: marriage that takes place at a young age, often before the age of 18 or early 20s. That is early marriage. And what are the implications of early marriage? Listen carefully. The implications of early marriage involve or includes emotional maturity. Young couples may lack the emotional preparedness for demands of marriage. Number two, education and career. Early marriage can disrupt educational and career goals, especially for young women. Number three, health risk. For girls, early pregnancy poses health risk. Physically and mentally, they might not be ready. Number four, which is the last but not the least, social and financial pressure. Couples might face pressure from family or society and may struggle financially. So, what I just read out now is the definition of early marriage and the implications of early marriage. You have to know all these implications. If you are going into early marriage, this is what you are signing up for. You are signing up for emotional maturity. You have to be matured enough to take up the challenges that comes with this. Because you are in a relationship and this person is treating you well, love is still striking you people. It's not going to be like that always in marriage. There is going to be fights, there is going to be struggles, there is going to be disagreements. You have to be emotionally matured to take up all these tasks. Number two is education and career. Number three is health risk and social. So let's go ahead. Let's define fatherhood for you. Fatherhood. A father's role goes beyond provision. Key roles include: number one, provider, ensuring financial support for the family. That is number one. Number two, protector, offering safety and stability. Number three, mentor, teaching values, discipline, and life skill. Number four, emotional support, showing affection, listening, and being present. Number five, role model, living as an example for your children to emulate, especially sons. Let me break it down. Number one role of a father is being a provider, ensuring financial support for the family. Of course, men are built this way, to always provide for the family. The family must chop. Is a man. A man will cater for his family, no matter how little. You will try your best. But this thing I just read is still telling you that it goes beyond providing. It's part of it, but it goes beyond it. When you think when you have money, you can take up a family, it goes beyond that. Number two, you have to be a protector. You have to be a protector, offering safety and stability to your family. Number three, you have to be a mentor. Teaching value, discipline, and life skill. And that is what I'm saying. A father that does not have a value or a skill or discipline, what is he going to mentor his children to be in the society? That is my point. That is where I'm driving at. I'm not talking of our generation. We've started living. But what comes after us? We've seen a lot of things going wrong in our own generation that weren't there in our parents' generation because of wrong orientation. Our parents then, you will see a father marry 5 wives. All his children and his wife are living in unity. But in our own generation now, a family of just father, mother, and children, and yet there is dispute among all of them. Some siblings don't talk to each other. Husband and wife don't talk to each other. And because of a minor issue, divorce. So, if our generation is passing through this phase, and somebody is going into marriage without a value, without discipline, without life skill, okay, what is he going to teach his children? All these people now saying school now scam, gets into marriage. Because most of them saying school is a scam. Even I'm going to do a video about school and learning a handwork, which if you ask me about school and handwork, I would recommend you learning a handwork. Even if you want to go to school, learn a handwork first. You go to school and get your degree and come back to your handwork. But that is a topic for another day. I'm just trying to let you understand where I'm coming from. Most of these people that shout school and scam, even in the school, they no grab anything. Handwork, they no still get. Now still that street every day on colos. So you are telling me school na scam. What is the alternative when you have no skill? Keep over your child to come and be doing streets. And this type of child that will start doing street at early stage, what type of counseling will you give this child that will make this child convert to a normal human being? So that is what I'm talking about. Being a father, you have to be a mentor. You have to be teaching values, discipline, and life skills to your children and your wife as well. And number 4 is emotional support. Emotional support. Showing affection, listening, and being present. It's not everything. Honey, I miss you now. Don't worry, I'll send you money. How much do you need? Most times, after if your wife go cheat, no problem. Most times you have to be there for your family. Your presence is what they want at that moment. You give them that. So, and the last is role model. Living as an example. So you are telling your child, see, smoking is bad, which I've used before. But you are smoking. And that child is saying you every time. So being a father, you have to live by example. Living as an example for your children to emulate. So without wasting your time, let's move forward to motherhood role. Mother plays an equal vital part in family structure. And number 1 role of a mother in a family is this: caregiver. Attending to the physical and the emotional needs of the children. But most of the people we are having now, if they just give birth, they think it's all. The house help will do everything. Watching your child grow will help you know what this child loves doing. It might be this child's talent in future. But most of you are not mostly there. You don't know your children's favorite food. You don't know when your child is eating, when he's not eating. Everything is being done by your house help. And that is what this thing is saying. You have to be a caregiver. attending to the physical and emotional need of your children. Educator, teaching morals, language, and early social skills. That's the work of the mother. An educator, a caregiver. And the third one is nurturer, providing emotional warmth, love, and encouragement. That is the role of a mother. I always tell mothers and fathers, I did a video about that where I said, as a parent, always try to make your children take you as their best friend, who they can confide in, who they can feel free to say anything they are passing through in life with. Always make your children feel comfortable to discuss everything and anything with you. That is the best way to groom your children yourself. If they ask you some kind of questions, politely answer them. Don't scare them. Always make them feel free. And that was part of the reason I encouraged early marriage. Imagine you use like 10 years and senior your child. You make him your best friend. Make them comfortable around you. So they're discussing everything they pass through in life with. So as a father, your care child is meant to be very close with you. You are the one that will teach him about your gender and how to go follow your gender up. As a mother, your male children are meant to be very close with you. By so doing, your family will have a lasting bond. And by so doing, you can even vouch for any of your child. If you come and you say, my child cannot do that. Because you know he always discusses everything with you. So that's what this one is saying. So number 4 is manager, organizing household, routines, schedules, and child activity. It is you that will manage everything. Okay, children, it's time to play. Everybody will go play. It's time for game night. Everybody will come to the parlor. Leave your room. Everybody will have family night. Come to the parlor, both the husband and children. Everybody will play game. It's time for prayer. We play together. A family that prays together stays together. It is time for feeding, eating. Everybody comes to the dining. You eat together. It is the work of the woman to manage the home. You have to know your work as a manager. You manage the household. You know everything that happens in your house. It is true that the man builds a house, but the woman manages it. I just pray you understand my points and don't misunderstand me, Sha. And the last but not the least is counselor. And that is the work of the mother, to be a counselor to her children, which involve guiding children through challenges and growth. Child will come, Mommy, I don't know, I've tried this, I've tried that. I think I will join my colleagues in doing what they are doing. You advise him, sit him down, tell him more about life. It's the work of the mother. So those are I've just defined early marriage, and I stated out the implications, and I listed out the fatherhood rules and explained, and also the